Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're here to do a message for the collective. If this resonates, wonderful. Let me know, please, by liking and or commenting. Okay, if you feel so inclined, it's appreciated. It really helps. And if it doesn't resonate, then maybe I will get you next time. So we're starting out here with a few cards that I've pulled already, and I'm getting a cute message. At least it's cute for right now, all right? We have the sleeper for the situation, the sluggard, and the thaw. What these cards are talking about, it's like I'm seeing a hibernating bear. And in the Northern Hemisphere, at least, we are coming out of winter. We are starting to thaw and we are coming out of our sleep. Okay, so it's like, Spirit's like, hey, wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to come out of your den. It's time to stretch your limbs. It's time to shine. Okay. I was like, well, what is the collective not doing? What did they need to do? So there's like been a period of inactivity or maybe getting sidetracked with something. Whatever. But what you're being sidetracked here from, whether this is just because it's been winter or because you've been doing other things, is shining your light. We have both the star here and the sun. Okay, so it's like, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have a strong magnetic presence. You have something very unique about you that you're meant to share. Okay, we have the star with the Ace of Wands, the Sun, the Three of Pentacles. And so what I'm feeling here is that there are possibly other people involved, or that this is something that you are meant to build. You are meant to create something. There's something that you are meant to sort of put some gas in your tank and get started on, okay? Whether with yourself or with another. I'm sure that there are other people involved here. If you are creating something that you're sharing, in a public way, then there will be other people involved for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna start by getting one of these, well, an archetype, at least one for you, to see what your energetic archetype is right now. The energetic archetype the collective is in. We have the hero, the heroine. Okay, listen, we have some main character energy here, and Spirit is like, do not sleep on your potential. You are meant to do something here that's important, okay? Whether it's like creating, whether you're an artist who is creating something to be shown, or whether this is you getting involved in a new field of work, it's like right now is your time. So it says passion for a journey of personal empowerment. You are meant to empower yourself as well as others, okay? Now let's see an energy that you may be dealing with. What's an energy the collective is dealing with here, most impacting them? Keep in mind that this can be another aspect of yourself that is that you are working with. Okay, so let's see here. What is the energy most affecting the collective? All right, dilettante and femme fatale. So a dilettante says delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Femme fatale highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Okay. Interesting. So like I said, this can be an aspect of yourself, or this can be another energy outside of you. And so there's something here of like a dabbling energy, a dabbler energy who's very sensual, okay? That song by Queen is coming into mind, Killer Queen. All right. All right. So there's something exciting about both of these energies, like a hero, heroine, and a dilettante, femme fatale. But it's like what I'm feeling here is that in the Aries energy, there's been something of some kind of distraction. Okay. So the energy, Spirit is like wanting you to focus it more. So let's ask Spirit, what does Spirit want the collective to focus on? What is something the collective should focus on? How can the collective narrow their focus? We have here burden. Okay. So there is some kind of burden that is being carried. And you know, these cards here, the sleeper, the sluggard, and the thaw, it does talk about like a release of energy. Okay. So there could be something that is burdening you. Maybe it's actual physical weight, you know. I'm not going to say that it couldn't be that, or that there are things that require your attention, like require a greater focus. What is this that the collective should focus on here with burden? What is this burden about that the collective ought to focus on? The King of Wands. Yeah, okay. Let me just see here. This is like being the leader in your own life, right? Not waiting for anybody else to kind of like point the way for you. This is about taking that Aries initiative and doing something with it. Whatever the burden is, it's like paying your bills on time so that you can do this creative thing and feel unencumbered. It's like keeping your life in order is what I feel like this is talking about. And then when you have your life in order, you're not just like, well, what do I do now? I'm just gonna like do whatever, you know? It's like having a more focused attention during those times when you are free and not being just like willy-nilly. Okay. Let's see here. More of the focus here with the burden. The World. That is Saturn energy, and that talks about discipline. Discipline and time invested. Like, Saturn can feel like a burden, but there is something here that it's like Spirit's saying right now, it's like the energy is prime time. We just had a solar eclipse in Aries. This is a new moon. This is a new beginning. It's huge. There are going to be other big transits, like on what I think April 20th, we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And so there is so much like luck. There is so much, what is the word I'm looking for here? There is so many potentialities that are just like hanging in the air, waiting for you to grasp them. Okay, the opportunities are ripe. And we say that luck is where opportunity meets preparation. So what is it that you need to prepare for here? What is it that you really need to invest in? This energy is here waiting for you to use it. And Spirit's like, take care of all of your stuff so that you can get to this very important thing, whatever that is for you. Okay. Okay. So, Spirit is the dilettante femme fatale. Is that the collective or is that somebody else? Can you please tell me if that's the person or is that somebody else? The Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter energy. Okay. So either this is a person or this is an aspect of yourself, right? Saturn is the world. Okay, Saturn constricts. It is where we get mastery over a craft, over a practice, over our body. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, right? It's the first part of the major arcana in the tarot. And that is where we are finding out what works for us, what we enjoy. That's where we are expanding. So the dilettante femme fatale wants to keep expanding all these different options without ever kind of like narrowing down and being like, this is what I want to master. This is what I want to be. So it's like, I feel as though, this fire energy really is expanding your perspective, but it's one of those things where if you don't harness that fire energy, that it's going to kind of continue to grow outward instead of like becoming a focused flame with which you can do something. Think about like a wildfire versus a fire that is contained, like a campfire. You can cook with that. Okay, it's not just like burning the forest down. All right, so let's see here. What is supporting the collective in this coming out of the bear den energy? What is supporting you? I love this reading. What is supporting the collective? The Mirror. Okay, let's see what is a challenge here for you. What is a challenge? It's like what's supporting you is yourself. Okay, what is challenging you? Okay, so we have stuck with rest. It's like, oop, there's my rice on the stove. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, back. So as I was saying, stuck in rest. It's like, I don't want to come out of my cave. I like it here in my den. I like it here in my bed. I just kind of want to rest still. This message is so clear. It's like so clear that it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? So the mirror is what is supporting you. So you, like how you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror. And this can be figurative, this can be literal. Is there something about you that you'd want to change? The star, your wishes and your hopes and your dreams. It's like your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams are like staring you in the face right now. Wow. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. What do I need to learn here? Where do I need to apply myself? This invigorating energy. Queen of Pentacles. What skill can I build on here that will make me, that will pull me closer to my destiny? The energy of destiny here is very strong, right? It's invigorated. So what can I do here? Now, I do feel like there's some kind of distraction here with the stuck and the rest. It's not just that you're like, don't want to get out of bed. I feel like there's something else. Maybe it is a person here, like a very attractive person that you have fun with. Which is like, fun is great, but there's also something else here that needs your attention. So tell me more about what might be distracting or keeping the collective here stuck in a state of rest. What is this? Justice, balance. Okay. What might be keeping the collective stuck? You know, it reminds me of the South Node in Libra. And justice is the heart of Libra, right? So it's like, is this relational? Is this balancing relationships with where we personally are wanting to apply ourselves? Tell me about this. What is keeping the collective stuck here? Maybe you're in a court case or a legal situation, something like that. I don't want to just say that it's only relationships. Libra is also the law. Okay. So tell me about what is keeping the collective stuck here. Seven of Pentacles. Something that you've already invested in. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so there could be a feeling here that there's something that you've invested in, but it's like, it's at the stage where you've planted a seed and you have to wait for it to grow here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, there's not much you can do in some situation besides kind of like wait it out and see how it's going to develop. This can be regarding an aspect of a project that you're on. So it's like, it feels like you're stuck on a particular aspect of a project, or in some way you're being pulled away from getting started or really applying yourself to a different aspect of your life or a project because of something that is really capturing your attention. But it feels like whatever this is, it's like you can't do anything about it anyway. It has to like ripen on the vine as the Seven of Pentacles. Like keep watering it, keep pulling the weeds up and maintaining it. But it's like, there's only so much you can do. You can't make a stalk of corn, for example, grow any faster. And this can be something of your dreams, or it can be something related to romance here with the Knight of Cups. But it's like the rest of your life has to continue. You've got to keep elevating. You've got to keep moving. And I'm not saying that in like a hustle culture sort of way. I'm saying that this is how the energy is wanting to move right now, and we're not wanting to waste it. Spirit's like, get going. Okay. So let's see here. Let's ask Spirit, how will this manifest in the next 6 months if we are taking the advice that Spirit is giving us here today? How is this going to manifest in whatever way you're applying yourself here? As the hero, the heroine, the star, the sun. Goodness. How... Inner peace. Okay. Yes, we love that. It's like feeling like I've done my best. I've applied myself. I have all my duckies in a row. Okay. How is this going to manifest in the next 6 months? It's like that feeling of alignment where it's like, you know, having done all the things that really like feed your soul and your body in a day. I journaled, I meditated, I went to the gym, I worked at my job, I played with my animals, like I applied myself to my craft. It's those kinds of things. Intuition. Inner peace, intuition. It feels like going with the flow of where Spirit is taking you. It's like, I feel like I'm on my path. I feel like I'm able to follow my intuition because my energy is clear. Like I'm doing what I need to do. I'm not wasting this beautiful opportunity here. Okay. All right. The Priestess. Wow. Okay. So like you might have a tarot channel. I would say that that could be the case. Or you might work in the spiritual field, but it's like you are growing in intuition and inner peace. You are, your consciousness is expanding here. And then we have joy. It's that feeling of holding the divine within your being, feeling aligned with source, feeling aligned with others around you because you're so tuned in. Okay. All right, I love this message. I hope you all do too. I'm gonna pull a card from the Modern Nirvana Oracle, just as some like advice for what we need to know going forward, something that might be helpful in moving through this energy and becoming more aligned. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling. Okay. One card, please, Spirit. Something helpful for the collective. One card, please. Spirit guides. All right. Assertiveness and forgiveness. I don't think I've seen these cards come out before since I've had this deck. Very interesting. Assertiveness. What does it say? I don't know that I'm going to read the whole thing, but I'll at least read the little snippet. Assertiveness. One is never afraid of the unknown. One is afraid of the known coming to an end. Okay, so there will be many times in life where we will be met with lessons, challenges, and moments that may test our ability to keep courage through conflict and maintain balance in the metaphorical wobble of the earth. Uncertainty can be a source of insecurity. In situations we are unable to control, we may find ourselves defaulting to what feels comfortable, such as staying quiet or retreating into thought loops of all the worst case scenarios. Perhaps you diminish your light out of fear that you may burn too bright or blind others with your truth. Look at that, and it's an eclipse. I just noticed that. Are you currently in a cycle of continuing to play small? Are you repressing your true feelings because you fear rejection? Are you afraid of saying what you really need to get what you truly want? Are you afraid, period? If you pull this card, it is here to remind you that assertiveness is not to be feared, but instead to be integrated, lived, and appreciated like an invisible safety net to protect you from the unexpected or when you think you may fall. Assertiveness is the assurance that you are worthy, you matter, you count, you absolutely deserve to be heard, and you can fully trust your forward momentum. Being assertive should not be mistaken for being aggressive or arrogant. It is the metaphysical tool that allows you to walk along the tightrope of life with a balanced heart, mind, spirit, ego, intuition, logic, and instinct. In Joseph Campbell's famed The Hero's Journey, the threshold guardian is an archetype that prevents the hero, the hero, from experiencing a new beginning, right? Fear is a threshold guardian that nobody is impervious to, yet we can all conquer it through the practice of asserting who we are, what we are, and why we deserve to pass through any gate we may encounter. Learning how to embody assertiveness will allow you to know that the unknown isn't to be feared, but instead can remind you of your greatness and the greatness you can bring to a world of your own creation. This world is yours to design and participate in, and your myth is your magic. Mantra: it is safe for me to be assertive. I trust that my needs will be met and my voice will be heard. Maybe you need to assert forgiveness with somebody. I don't know what that's about exactly. But this is a relatively short one, so I'll go ahead and read it as well. Forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness equals freedom and peace of mind. It comes from a place of valuing your own energy first and recognizing your own power to heal and to hurt. When you hold on to anger, resentment, sadness, and spite, it's as if you are holding on to heavy rocks. The person you feel this toward isn't also holding the rocks, only you are. But you can let go. Do your best to remember that people behave in a way that is reflective of their relationship with themselves and the experiences they have had. Forgive as much as you can, because we are all truly doing the best we can according to our level of awareness. Mantra: I love, I forgive, and I release all attachment to what was so that I may fully embrace what is. So this is about stepping into our true power. And, something of, letting go of the energies of the past that are still tethering us and weighing us down. Okay. This is about releasing the weight so that we can focus on what is truly going to serve us in the long term. Okay. This is beautiful energy. Thank you so much for being here, you all. Sending you all love, and I'll see you again soon.